Let's do some practice problems using the chi-square equation, specifically whether we fail to reject or reject a null hypothesis. All right, for this first example, we're going to use a chi-square of 5.6. And the number of outcomes in this example is going to be n. So remember, we're going to have to find the degrees of freedom first. To do that, we have to take the number of outcomes minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. So we're going to be on the third line of the degrees of freedom. That's right here, which means our critical value is going to be 7.815. Now again, this is our critical value. What we have to do is we have to use our chi-square and compare it to this critical value. If our chi-square is smaller than this critical value, we're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis. If our chi-square is larger than this critical value, then we're going to reject the null hypothesis. So in this case, since our chi-square is 5.6, that means it's going to be smaller than that critical value. That means we are going to fail to reject our null hypothesis. Let's do another example. Our chi-square in this one is going to be 14.72. Our number of outcomes, or n, is going to be 2. So in this case, do we reject or fail to reject our null hypothesis? Pause the video if you want to take a second to figure this out. So first of all, we're on the first degree of freedom because 2 minus 1 is 1. We're on the first degree of freedom, which means our critical value is 3.841. Since 14.72 is much larger than 3.841, we are going to reject the null hypothesis.